Hi there, this is Nick broadcasting to you yet again on the Get Me Off Grid video blog. I've seen the news about the death of Osama bin Laden, and yes, I do feel quite pleased that it has happened, and I guess I'm celebrating in my traditional way with tea which has been made with the help of water heated on a wood gas stove. But I think to myself, is this the end of the resource wars, or is this just the beginning? Al-Qaeda is still at large, the organization is growing, there's many more splinter groups out there, they'll do anything they can to protect themselves, to protect their ideology, and to do what they feel is right against the people who they feel are the aggressors. The Western world will do all its power to try and get its hands on more and more oil, and essentially the only way to stop the resource wars is essentially to reduce the demand on the oil dramatically. And that is the responsibility of each and every single one of us. And that is one of the reasons why I am setting up this particular video blog, and I'm doing all I can to steadily bring myself to the point of being off-grid and not dependent upon oil. The electricity which is currently running my washing machine, that came from the grid, and I feel rather ashamed of that. This camera was recharged with electricity which came from the grid. My computer, powered from the grid. Where does the grid get its power from? Coal, oil, gas. Some nuclear, but not that much. Some renewables, but not all that much. But mainly fossil fuels which are destroying our world. I'm looking forward to my solar cells arriving, and I'm looking forward to creating my first solar panel, homemade, low cost, and providing me with electricity so I can become less reliant upon carbon in my own right. I'm looking forward to creating heat panels. I'm looking forward to creating devices to distill water from the air and to reduce my dependence upon the grid. This is what I'm doing to try and bring about, in my own little way, the end of the resource wars. Now, as I've said before, I'm doing this so I can demonstrate how this can be done and how this can be achieved, not only for myself, but also for yourself, and not only for yourself, but also for your family, for your children, and your children's children. And yes, it is worthwhile caring for them. You might think, well, in 100 years' time I'll be dead, and it won't matter for me. But because of what you do, in the here and now, and the ideas that you believe in, innocent people could suffer or could be killed. Change the ideas that you believe in, and change the way that you're living, so that you can make sure that you can protect more people by your actions on a daily basis. Osama bin Laden might be dead. There may be chants of USA, USA, USA going on in certain parts of the world. And even those in Britain, Australia, the European Union, and other west-facing nations may be proud that Osama bin Laden is dead. But the war itself is still raging. The conflict, the corruption, still going on. And we have to slowly bring this to an end. One person at a time, one day at a time, one action at a time. Use energy-saving light bulbs if you can. If you're using an electric kettle, only put enough water in for the quantity that you're going to use. Try and cut down your use of energy. And if you can, steadily and surely, move yourself off-grid so you become less reliant upon energy, and so you yourself can help to bring about the end of the war.